Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. So we currently have Dr. Wattz Equipment Challenge. In this Equipment Challenge, you can obtain Dr. Wattz Mask, a brand new diamond relic that will go perfectly with the skills of this monster. In your journey to reaching Dr. Wattz Mask, you'll find other juicy rewards like silver and gold relic chests. Dr. Wattz Mask is a super exclusive relic which won't be available in chests yet. Find it in this event and only in this event. If you're under level 30, the relics you obtain will remain stored until you unlock the Relic's Forge. So what we're going to be going over the cost to get Dr. Wattz Mask. I believe it's a mask, right? Dr. Wattz Mask, yes. We're going to be going over the cost to get Dr. Wattz Mask. Now, I may not have a final number because essentially what I did is I recorded my gem skips on the previous time we had a challenge with Wasper's Amulet. No, sorry, with Tiny's Amulets. And so that's what I'm going to be going over this maze. So really quickly, if you click on the equipment challenge, the way this works is essentially it's a progressive island. So the important number, the key number to remember when it comes to progressive islands is 8. Similar to how with the mazes, the important number is 4, aka 4 hours. With the progressive islands, it's 8 hours. So in order to collect gold, feed your monsters, you basically log into the game every 8 hours, do your tasks, and that's how you get items. So we're going to start by collecting gold. We're going to feed a monster. Let me find a random monster to feed. I'll go into my monster vault. I will go to epic and I will just feed a random monster. Doesn't matter who it is. And again, you'll notice the first time you do the task, you don't get anything. That's fine. You exit out. All right, let me collect gold. And then there's my +6. That is the key number for gold. You get 6 every 8 hours. And let me go feed my monster again. And bam, you get 4 every 8 hours. All right, and with that being said, if I click on here, the cost is down to 34 gems for the overall bronze relic chest. My collect gold is 6 out of 14, feed your monsters 4 out of 8, bite is 1 out of 3, and hatch eggs is 0 out of 2. So what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to log in 8 hours from now. Well, actually not really. Like, I'm going to play the game more often than every 8 hours. So for example, in like 2 hours I can come in and do the fight and get that at 2 out of 3. I am not going to feed any monsters. I'm not going to collect any gold. For that I will wait the whole 8 hours. That way I can be at 12 out of 14. 8 out of 8, 2 out of 3, 0 out of... That'll probably be 1 out of 2. Do I have any monster to hatch? I don't know if I'll get the items right now for hatching. So normally when it comes to hatching, it's like you need to place a monster from your hatchery into your breeding tree. Sorry, you need to place a monster from your tree into your hatchery and then hatch, and that's when you get the items. So if you're not getting the items, that might be why. So let's see. I don't think I got anything, right? We'll go back into the equipment challenge, and yeah, see? So the hatch egg usually takes a little longer. But with that being said, is it worth it to do the equipment challenge? Is it worth it to go all the way and get the mask? Well, here, let's see what this mask even does. Wattz Mask. After being downed by a skill, if wearer is under control status, possession standard frozen, removes 37 points of stamina from all enemies. Whoa, that can be a ton of stamina drain. After damaging with a skill, if wearer's life is below 50%, heals by 20,000 points. So the cool thing about this mask is that if you're in a situation where the enemy is faster than you, where the enemy can deny you, that doesn't matter. You put on your mask, even if you get denied, you are going to potentially drain all of the enemy's stamina depending how leveled up you level this relic up. And then when you attack an enemy monster for up to 2 uses, if you're below 50%, you can heal. So this is certainly a fantastic relic for when you find yourself in those situations where you're outpaced and the enemy is way faster than you. So that's Wattz Mask, everyone. And the cool thing about that is whenever a new relic is released, if we go into a reliquary and we sort by masks now, so diamond, we'll do awe, and we'll sort by mask. Whenever a new mask is released, the previous mask becomes craftable. So Eotron's mask, you can now craft this relic if you wanted to craft this relic. And of course, everything else is craftable. So always, every time a new relic is released, the previous one becomes craftable, which is pretty cool if you want yourself an Eotron's mask. So with that being said, like I mentioned, what I did, I'm not gonna skip here or anything, but what I did is I went over and recorded all of my openings from the last event. So what you're gonna be seeing now is recordings from the last event. So let's get right into it. All right. Okay, what you're seeing now is a recording from the previous event we had, the previous equipment challenge, the one with Tiny's Amulet. So the point of showing you guys this is I want you guys to get an idea of how expensive it'll be to make it towards the end, and sometimes that I was able to skip I was trying to figure out an optimal cost. I was trying to figure out, was it worth it to go for the silver relics, the gold relics, or the amulets, or whatever diamond relic is anytime you have an equipment challenge. So with that being said, as you can see, if you look at the top right hand corner, there was 2 days, 22 hours when this event, alright? Pay attention to that number. And then look at the reward progress. 6 out of 14, 4 out of 8, 2 out of 3. So it's essentially like we have it right now on the account. The only difference was I paid 2 gems for an extra attack, and that brought the cost down from 34 gems to 31 gems. So hey, I save a gem. So at this point, I skipped for 31 gems. Let's see, you're going to see the skip somewhere here. Are you sure you want to skip? Yes, so I paid 31 gems. And the moment you skip, you can actually start the new node and get a full collection. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm doing my PvP attacks right now. So here, let's go through this slowly. Bam. Alright, so as you can see, I did all of my tasks. Collect gold is 4 out of 16. Oh, that lets me know I can do 2 more collect gold items. So you constantly see me exiting out of the game and going back into the game. And there we go, I got all of my items. So now I got 6 out of 16. That is a full collection. Notice the number on the top left-hand corner. 2 days, 22 hours. So literally no time has passed. I am doing this consecutively. And at 30 gems, I believe I'm going to skip. And once again, the moment you skip, you can start a brand new collection. And watch, that's why the fight is still 1 hour 55 minutes, because I literally fought a while ago. So I'm going to do all of my tasks, doing my PvP battles, going through it. Alright, so let's see my progress. So I have the cost down to 52 gems. The only thing I'm missing is to do multiplayer, 2 more attacks, because I can't fight without spending gems. So my cost right now is at 52 gems. Let's see what those last 2 PvP attacks do. Let's scroll to the right, and this brings the overall cost down to 51. So as you can see, if you can't do PvP for whatever reason, it doesn't really make a big impact. Even the breed your monsters, it doesn't make a big impact. So I got the cost down to 51 gems, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I leave it there, and then I come back in 4 hours. Alright, that's why I labeled the video Equipment Challenge 4. So I was able to do my PvP, my battle. And let's see what else I did. Probably collect gold. I should have gotten 3 more items if I came in 4 hours. So that should probably be 9. And then let's scroll. I feel like I skipped something. Let's see. Oh, I saw. Are you sure you want to skip? I think that's what okay, so. Alright, prior to this. Claim. Okay, so. Collect gold. See, because I came back in 4 hours, notice the time. The time now says 2 days, 18 hours. So this is 4 hours since I last logged in. And I forgot to feed your monster. That should have been 6 out of 11 if I logged in 4 hours. So I forgot to feed your monsters. This could have probably cost a little less. But 33 gems is what I used to skip here. So already we're at what, like 100 gems? 30 in the first one, 30 in the second one. I think you guys can keep track of this. And then this one. So I go ahead and skip. And again, once you move on to a new node, you can do all of your tasks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing all of my tasks. And let's see where I end up with. I end up at paying... I guess I don't show it here. I'll probably show it on the next one. So, I end up paying, let's see. Oh, do I not? Okay, so it is down to 166 gems. Alright, so 166 gems. That's what it's at. And look, I did a hatch and egg, and I brought it down to 164. So see, the hatch egg, don't worry if you can't do that one. It doesn't really lower the cost that much. So, 8 hours later, notice the time on the top left-hand corner. It's going to say 2 days and 8 hours. See, 8 hours later, I log in, and I do all of my tasks, and I bring the cost down to 82 gems. Collect gold is 12 out of 27. Feed your monsters 8 out of 15. And so then 8 hours later again. 1 day, 19 hours. Or maybe, is that 8 hours? That might have been a little over 8 hours. Collect gold is 16 out of 27. Feed is 11 out of 15. Let's see. Let's scroll and let's see where I find myself. Okay, so I brought the cost down to 11 gems. Collect gold is 22 out of 27. Feed your monsters 15 out of 15. So since that's complete, I'm going to gem right here. And go ahead and collect and start the next node. Now what you'll notice is the silver relics. After doing a collection, it is at 6 out of 32. It is 4 out of 18. It is fight 1 out of 3. And there's still 1 day, 17 hours left in this event. Alright, 8 hours later. So it should say, yeah, 1 day. Okay, so 1 day, 10 hours. I logged in a little too early. But I do all of my stuff and my collect gold is now at 10 out of 32. Feed your monsters 7 out of 18. Yep, logged in a little too early. The cost is down to 225. 8 hours later, again, I logged in a little too early because I should have been 1 day, 2 hours. But this is where I'm at. The cost is down to 129. At this point, notice that collect gold is 15 out of 32. Feed your monsters is 11 out of 18. So, I don't know when I skipped, but at some point I skipped. Actually, I think I probably waited towards the end and I didn't skip because what I ended up finding out is that the cost is so expensive. So, the next thing I don't have a video, it's a screenshot. So note it, look at this. So I made it when there's 4 hours left in the event. The gold relic chest cost 1,046 if I want to skip it outright. Obviously, I have to do my collections, but the collect gold was at 47 and feed your monsters was at 26. Keep in mind, you get 4 every 8 hours for feed your monsters. You get 6 every 8 hours for collect gold. And that's when I said, no, this event is too expensive. It's not possible to make it to the diamond relic chest without investing a good amount of gems. And I mean a good amount of gems. So my recommendation would be, and you can kind of see it right on this one, on this video right here, 129 gems when there's 1 day left. And obviously, if you look, with 1 day, you can do 3 more collections, 3 full collections. So for collect gold, 3 times 16, or 3 times 6, that's 18. 18 plus 15, that's 33. So all of this would pretty much be done. So you'd get the silver relic chest without investing any more gems into it. So it looks to me like, if my math was correct, it was roughly around 110 gems to make it to this point. And I would be able to get the 40 silver relic chests for a little over 100 gems. Is that worth it? It might be. That's a lot of silver relic chests, and the gem cost isn't too bad. 100 gems you can get relatively easily within a week. So if you want 40 silver relic chests for a little over 100 gems, this is one way you can go about it. Or you can probably spend no gems or very few gems and just get your 30 relics for the monster, for Dr. Wattz in this case, and 20 for you can get your 20 and your 30, so essentially you can end up with 50. So if you don't want to put in a lot of effort, that's probably what I would recommend, like not spend any gems. So yeah, I primarily wanted you guys to have this video showing you guys my progress, everything, all of my notes, just so you guys can have an idea of how much it cost, how much the costs go down. So use this information to your benefit. If you want to go for the silver relic chest, you can kind of follow the lead I did. Maybe you can be a little more careful with the way you spend. Like obviously there was a time when I forgot to feed my monster, that could have lowered the cost. But it does seem like for around 100 gems you can get to the silver relic chest. And again, that's 40 silver relics. Imagine getting a diamond out of it. That's pretty cool. So yeah, use this information however you best seem fit. I hope this video was helpful. And let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, any comments at all about this video, please let me know. And remember to subscribe.